Hey guys, welcome to Blaisinthekitchen podcast, episode 8. Today's going to be a little different episode with Dr. Rob Villa. Special episode today because we're talking golf. Everything from Tiger Woods, the evolution of BRYSON, last week at the Arnold Palmer, and stick around to the end because we're going to be going over some footage of some of the best shots from some of the best players from the start of the 2021 season. Let's go. Okay, guys. So first off, Tiger Woods. I'm wearing my Sunday red. For those of you who don't know, if you don't know by now, you probably live under a rock.
Like literally.
So Tiger Woods, about 2 weeks ago, was in a pretty serious car accident, rollover accident. Actually, I'm going to pull up a picture of the car after. Pretty crazy, right? Like,
man,
what the fuck?
I joke around it with people. Like, I swear that guy's somewhere along the lines in his life. He's made a deal with the devil. Like,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's got some bad. Like, I don't want to say he's got bad karma because he's had a lot of good in his life. But
yeah.
In the past, I got to see what. Like, when was the scandal? 2011 or 12 or later?
It was around that time. I think.
So like what? The past decade hasn't.
I think like that was what kind of started the down. Not the downfall.
Well, I'm sure like the momentum's picked up before that.
Yeah.
But this recent one was like.
That's nuts, man. And like, I don't know if you seen yesterday's news on it.
So yesterday was about. Wait, what was yesterday?
Yesterday they released that he doesn't remember driving. He doesn't remember the accident or nothing about it.
So definitely head trauma, like he experienced.
100%.
Whether it was that he's like suppressing that or
yeah.
I don't know. I thought I heard that he was late for his like call time because they were shooting at the at Riviera, right? Mm-hmm. And he was late for his call time. First of all, when I heard that he was in an accident, I'm like, why is like Tiger Woods driving himself?
Right?
Anywhere?
Yeah.
Like,
especially
like
when
the guy should have a driver.
Right? Yeah. Like, what's the car company? They should have just hired
Genesis should have been having somebody drive.
Yeah,
it looked good on them because supposedly as bad as the car looked, if you looked in the interior, it was like spotless. Like everything on the interior, the airbags went off. It was like nothing was damaged inside. Like
I thought the complete opposite. I was like, oh, Genesis is done now because Tiger Woods got in a car accident. Like, what the fuck?
If you look at it, like, he had suffered really, really bad injuries, but you look at the speed he was going and like how many times he rolled, like he should have been dead.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So I know it sounds horrible to say, but like we're all talking about him coming back to like play, but. Like, it's true. It sounds cliche, but like what Rory said, like, thank God his kids still have a father and stuff.
100%. Right, yeah. I mean, it's just thank God he's alive, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Fuck, man.
It's true.
It could have been a lot more serious.
Yeah.
You know? But, I mean, fuck, he's coming off his 5th back surgery.
That was 5, right?
That was his 5th one. Like, now he's got a fucking bionic back or some shit.
Yeah, like he has so much fusion there.
That,
Like, they actually fused them. So
right, I think it's like some titanium.
Yeah, they did different ones with him.
Titanium back or some shit.
Yeah, literally, which it's true. Like, he's done well with it. Like, when he won the comeback Masters win, he had already had fused back.
Yeah.
Like, I think what they were doing was tweaking it to help with his... Because he was having a flare-up last year. Like, last year, he's been flaring up. Yeah, you could see it.
Yeah.
But,
even just, like, I feel like certain shots, when he's trying to shape them and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, when you have to kind of bend a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like,
I swear it looks like... It's almost harder for him to hit the big high draw now than it used to be. He can
100%.
hit the cut a little bit easier, but he tends to favor the cut anyway. But like his miss is left off the tee, right? So it depends. But it's not like he's definitely lost ball speed off the field. Well, the top end guys, like we're talking BRYSON and them.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't say
speed, right?
Yeah, like I wouldn't say he's like way behind average.
No.
Like his ball speed's still up there, and like he can, I'm sure he can touch like 175 ball speed, no problem
100%.
still.
Yeah.
Which is unreal, but like he's good enough to do it. But I don't know now, like with these injuries, like I still think like thank God it was lower body rather than like arms or shoulders or something like that.
Yeah. So again, those of you who haven't heard yet, Tiger suffered 2 leg injuries. So one of them was from his left ankle, completely shattered, and then his right leg, I forget which part, but it was an open fracture, so technically the bone's like fucking sticking out and it's all gross and shit. So like, you know, going back to back surgery, like how does one get to that point? Like, you know,
because
back. Yeah, like you know, you being in chiropractics, like, you know, like I remember watching Tiger growing up, and like he's really all you paid attention to, all you really knew as a kid, right? So and I mean, not only did I see it, but you heard it everywhere. Everyone thought they're always like, this guy has the best swing you've ever seen ever.
He made golf mainstream.
So like what the fuck? Like how? Like how does one get? Is it just the fundamentals of a golf swing?
Well, you gotta like notoriously, I've talked about this with a lot of practitioners. Like we tend to think sports at the like extreme elite level are synonymous with health, and it's not. Like far from, if anything, right? Like especially you take something like golf that's very asymmetrical, meaning like he's a right-handed golfer. He swings his torques all like rotating a certain way, right? Yeah. Like he's at a slower speed turning right and a very fast speed turning left.
Gotcha.
Right? So he's going to end up developing imbalances. And it's not like how you and I play that we're like, even when we have even a high-end golf season that maybe we'll have a good year that we touch 100 rounds or something. That's nothing compared to what they do. Right. Like the number of balls they're hitting and at the speeds they're hitting them. Right? So like even like just now, like I mean, back-to-back weeks, it's like a new tournament here and there. Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
what I mean,
know,
right?
And they're playing 5 days a week, 6 days a week.
So
it's fucking nuts.
And I would argue that at the time that he was getting big and starting when he was very young, like sports wasn't how it is now. That there's such a focus on like prehab and like injury mitigation and stuff like that. Whereas at that point, it was, let's push the envelope to get as good as I can for performance and results. Which in the end, it always comes down to results. But I feel like now, like there's such a big emphasis on recovery and making sure the long game is safe.
100%.
You know what I mean? Whereas like with him, and you know how he is as a person, like he's a competitor, right? Yeah. So if he could say, listen, I can pick up. It's like he looks way more human now.
Yeah.
But like at the time when he was coming up, if somebody looked at him and said, listen, you could do this for your swing that you're going to gain 5 miles an hour, but it will likely take off 10 years off your back, I guarantee you'd be like, sure, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like most competitors would.
Most people would.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So I think it just came down to like, I'm sure there were swing mechanics that were probably putting his back in a tough place. Like I think back when he was with Butch, they were saying that it was a little harder on his knee. Like the lead knee was the one that had the damage.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Like not from this injury, but like from back in the day when he had the tear.
Oh, okay.
And supposedly I know when he used to, back in his like old book, he used to say when he wanted an extra 10 yards of distance, he would like snap that left knee on like the fall through. And that's like tearing up the ACL to an extent.
Fuck's sakes.
So they were little things like that.
Anything to be the GOAT.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And like you could sit here and be like, man, is it worth it or not? Like, yeah, it's like, like let's like the trade-off was worth it.
He's got 82 fucking wins.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean that's essentially why he came back, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
Nobody really wants to say that's the reason, but I mean, fuck, man, you want to have that record that nobody else is ever going to beat.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Know? I think
nobody on tour right now is going to touch that.
He wanted the major record more than even the most wins record.
Yeah,
right. Like,
I
feel like he gets both.
He gets both with
if he wins a major. Yeah, for
right.
sure. It's true. Yeah. Who knows now, right? Like, do you think he's coming back for sure? Like,
well, here's my take on it. I think that his right leg, being a right-handed golfer, right? I think his right leg is completely fucked. I mean, both his legs are completely fucked for a golf swing at this point, I think.
Well, it depends how he recovers from it, yeah.
I think he's going to take however much time he needs, because I don't really know how old he is right now, but until he gets 50 years old.
I want to say he's like 43, 44.
But wait till he hits 50 years old. He's going to recuperate all this time. Yeah. And then he's going to come and play in the Champions Tour.
Yeah. And then, so bad. Like I hate thinking of him in the Champions Tour.
I know, right? But
I know, but like,
then he can get another win. Does it go towards the?
I don't even know if that counts towards it though.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it does.
This is part of the PGA, no?
Yeah, I wonder if that does actually. It's a good point.
I mean, Phil Mickelson just won 2. I think they added to his record.
Yeah, that's true actually.
You know?
I really wonder, and I feel like
he could come back he could come back injured and ruin those guys.
Yeah, it's true. And you know what? It takes one good week of golf. Like I understand 100%. like the field's a lot more competitive now than it used to, but he's entitled to play the Masters until the day he dies. Right?
Oh yeah.
Like he can come back. Like Weir plays it every year,
right.
Even if he's not on tour, right?
That's right.
You know what I'm trying to say? So it just
there you go.
Like it takes one time. Like I can't remember. Jack's last major was in his 50s. I think it was.
Yeah.
Right? Or in his late 40s? I can't remember. But like basically Jack Nicklaus was chasing the record.
I think he was like right on the like 48, 49
something
or 50
like that.
or something.
So in theory, he still has time. I don't know if he could pull off. What does he need? 2 more majors to tie him?
I don't know that.
I can't remember that record. That's the big record. But I think he's 2 back in terms of like number of majors to tie Jack.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I like at this point, like all the other surgeries, I was like, yeah, he's coming back. But I don't like this one. I just don't know if he.
I think he's just like it's God telling him like, hey man, you're done.
Yeah, I know.
Like I'm gonna ruin your swing by destroying your legs.
Brutal.
Take a step back and hang out with your kids and live your life.
Like that's the biggest change I've noticed in him is, and obviously his kids are older now, not old, but I mean older than babies.
Yeah.
And
they're understanding what's going on.
So I feel like he in the past like 3 years he's had so much more of an emphasis on like family time and stuff like that. Which
100%.
Back in the day, like Tiger's personal life was non-existent to anyone in the world.
Yeah.
Right? No one
knew
anything about it. Yeah. Which, whatever. I was talking about this with Tessa, and it was like, I feel like his team around him was so good at closing that all off. It took effort on his part.
They still are.
But like we knew nothing about that.
Nothing.
You know what I mean? Like
not before social media, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
The guy was a ghost outside of the golf course.
It's funny because like you compare similar GOATs, right? Like you look at somebody like Brady. Man, there was still video of Brady leaked that he was hammered on the boat there throwing the friggin' trophy, right? Like
true.
Things like that never slipped with Tiger. You know what I mean? Like mind you, I don't even think the guy celebrated, but
that's true. But I don't think I don't think he ever did, to be honest.
Yeah. Did you ever read The Big Miss, the one Hank's book?
No.
It's a good read, but he talks about it in that.
Okay.
Like once they were all sitting in a hotel room after one of the majors he won.
Yeah. He just packed his bags and he goes
his
on
wife
to the next.
and like at the time I think they were newlywed, and his wife was like, aren't we going to go celebrate or something like that? Yeah. And she used to be, I think, a nanny for somebody on tour.
Jasper Parnevik.
Yeah. And he looked at her and he said, like, rudely, he's like, this isn't Jasper's team. He's like, we expect to win, so we don't celebrate winning.
No way.
And she was, like, almost offended by it. Wow. And, like, Hank said that's what happened in the room. I was like, my God.
That's insane.
Like, nuts, though, eh? Like, he's like, as if you visualize it, you know you're going to win, so it shouldn't be a surprise. But... That's
the mentality you need to win, though. You know?
For him to accomplish what he did, like he can't be ordinary, which makes sense. Insane. But anyway, it's brutal to think that he had that accident.
Oh yeah,
like it was like surreal news again. It was around the same time too. Not that it's the same, obviously, but like same time of year that Kobe had that accident last year too.
Yeah,
it's like Riviera is what California, right?
Yeah. Would have been
like a bad luck place over there. Like California, all these celebrities are like suffering over there.
Fucking insane.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite Tiger moment? Just like first one that comes up. I mean, there's so many, right? But fuck.
I don't know, man. Like because I appreciated it more at the age I'm at, the 2019 Masters win was big for me. Like really big. And it was like goosebumps kind of thing. Like no one wanted him to win, and it was kind of like a big fuck you to everybody when he won again. 100%. You know, like you could see it in even how he cheered. Like it was a different kind of emotion. But
it was like, eat this, fuckers.
It's true. But I guess maybe because at that time I was old enough to, but was probably the Masters win before that was a big one for me. Like the famous chip and everything on that.
Yeah,
what was that? That's the 16th, right?
That's when he still had Stevie, right?
I think that was 04. So that was exactly... Was that 04 or 05? I can't remember. It was the last Masters win before the 2019 win.
Yeah.
So, like that win was a big one for me. And also I would say...
That shot was nuts.
Yeah, that chip. Like... Perfect for Nike. Like the ball pauses on the Nike logo and then falls in.
How ironic!
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, look up.
I'll pull it up.
The Masters chip in. Like,
we'll pull it up.
Seeing.
It's literally. I think it was running on the Golf Channel as like one of their promos or something.
Oh really? Yeah, I could see that for sure. I always think of like the call in the background too.
Yeah.
In your life. It's like unbelievable. Like that's burnt into your brain. That and I guess like the big U.S. Open win against Rocco was like unbelievable. Yeah. Like on one leg. Like he would drive a ball and then like grimace in pain from his like he basically won the U.S. Open on what was it? The ACL was torn, and he had a hairline plateau fracture to his like upper tibia.
Oh, okay.
So it was actually like
I always thought it was his lower back.
No, the U.S. Open was the leg.
Oh right.
So
that's right.
But he basically won a U.S. Open with like no ACL and a fractured knee.
Okay, so man, like just happy that he's alive and getting better and like you said, that his kids still have a father.
Yeah, literally. If you go back to like putting things in perspective, yeah,
it's true. There's more to golf, or
more to life.
There's more to life, than golf.
Yeah, that's the golfer in you, eh? There's more to golf than life. That's all I think sometimes. I'm guilty
I'm obsessed.
of that. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Tess.
Yeah. So anyways, on to the Arnold Palmer Invitational last week. Mm-hmm. Holy fuck.
That was a good,
rounds 1 and 2 were good, but like rounds 3 and 4
It was funny when you messaged me and told me, are you watching this? I was still at work. I'm like, don't throw it away. I have it PVR'd. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my god, man. What an exciting weekend.
It's because there were so many storylines, I feel like, eh?
Yeah.
Like with Spieth doing well Saturday.
Everybody was
like
just,
Westwood.
Yeah, like oh my god. Like obviously Bryson.
Yeah, that's the big story.
Bryson was the big story, but I mean 47-year-old Lee Westwood was in the running. He finished second.
Yeah.
Bryson DeChambeau ended up winning first. Mm-hmm. That's 6th hole.
Yeah, I know.
At Bay Hill. Holy fuck. 300. Okay, not only once but twice he drove it right over the water.
Yeah.
Once, the first time 370 yards, second time 377 yards.
Yeah. Like he cleared it by a lot. Like he could have went for the green for sure.
Yeah. 100%.
Like I was kind of rattled that I wouldn't like cutting that
so
corner.
Funny,
you're
though,
not chickening out, but like I know it's funny. Like I was talking about with some of the guys this morning. Like how many memes I've seen of that picture of him with his arms up.
Yeah.
And one was a funny one of like the shot tracer and his arms up because after he hit this big shot on the 6th hole and he carried all the water that no one takes that aggressive of a line. He threw both arms up and it was almost like he had won the tournament. But that was Saturday he did that, right?
Yeah.
Was Saturday the one with the arms up?
Round 3 and 4 he went over.
He did it all, but when he cheered, I think it was on Saturday. It was already cheering.
Saturday, yes.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
But there was a funny meme of every time I hit a straight drive. His arms up like that, like it's a rarity.
That's funny, man. But
I wish he went for the green. I feel like he could have too.
Oh, 100% he could have.
Because if you look at the other angle, and it's easy to say, like listen, like the guy's playing for, I think first place takes home 1.6 mil. I think he won 1.6 or 1.5. So it's like, I guess maybe he could err on the side of caution and he aimed a little bit right.
That shot could have cost him like $500,000.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see, I saw somebody posted it. I think it was the top 10 or something like that, or top 12. Man, you know how much Connors took home? Connors finished 3rd.
Corey Connors, Canadian.
The Canadian. So
he Canadian boy. That's right.
He finished 3rd. I think he still took home $570,000.
Yeah.
Like
just
unreal,
over,
right?
just under 600.
Yeah, something like that. And then even all the way down to 10th was still clearing I want to say close to 200,000.
Yeah.
They take home a lot. I get it. It's competitive.
I was looking at the payouts from Morikawa's win the 2 weeks before or the week before.
And that was
1.6 million he won.
But what was that tournament again? That was
fuck, I forget.
Damn it. That wasn't the Genesis, right? The Genesis was the injury. It was the tournament after the Genesis.
Yeah.
Wow,
I forget which one it was.
But yeah, that was
intense. That was another intense tournament. They've been crazy. Morikawa, but okay, so here's the thing, right? So here's my perspective of the last couple of weeks of watching golf. You get Morikawa, who just completely destroys one golf course and wins by, I forget how many shots he won by, but it was a lot.
At least 4 strokes.
Yeah.
At least.
And then you get Bryson at Bay Hill, completely different swing.
Oh yeah.
If you look at their swings, they're completely different.
Yeah.
You know?
Compare the two.
So it's how and Bryson only won by 1 stroke.
Yeah, it was
over
close.
A 47-year-old.
Yeah.
Mind you, that 47-year-old is fucking Lee Westwood.
Yeah.
Been killing golf for
exactly.
decades.
It's true. But it just shows you too, right? 47 years old and he's not he's not a bad golfer. He's unreal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
so funny because that same hole, that 6th hole, Bryson. So the 6th hole we're talking about is it's kind of like a dogleg left all the way around water, but it's a par 5. Yeah. So you're assumed to get the ball in the hole in 5 shots. So Bryson, he's a big hitter, cut the water all the way across to carry. He had to clear it was 330, I think, right? Or 340.
340.
340 to clear the water at that edge. So he cut the corner. Whereas Lee took, by most people's standards, is still kind of an aggressive line, but and he drove it, I think, 330 or something like that.
Oh, really?
Like I remember seeing the numbers. He still,
but
I think his ball speed, his ball speed was still like 176. Oh, like which is like that's unreal.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like, he's jacked. I was talking about that with Tessa. I'm like, this guy's a bull. Like he's always been like that.
Yeah.
But it's funny, and I'd argue if he sunk some more putts, he would have been number one. Right? Like that's always been his kind of downfall a little bit, was his putting.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the best ball strikers in the world.
Oh yeah.
But again, all such different swings.
It's unreal.
You know what I mean? Like that's like swing your swing to an extent.
But that's what makes golf so sick, right? Like you could have 1 week a 24-year-old, very like technical swinger,
which is more of like a call-in.
Yeah. And then the next week you have another younger guy, but just like just a fucking brute. Like that
which
guy,
is he's still very
like if you
technical,
look at Bryson on the tee, like he looks like he's about to have a heart
attack. You ever hear him talk
like,
about it?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up the video.
The interview.
I'm gonna pull up the interview of him on the range.
It's
right?
so funny, and he's talking about it.
God.
Like somebody was asking him, like, so you have a good. Sometimes if you're walking from the green to the next tee, you have sometimes a good 15 or even 10 minutes or so as you're walking there and waiting for the next person to hit. Like, what do you do? He's like, oh yeah, like the second I leave that green, I'm walking that next hole, and if I know it's a driver hole, he's like, I'm starting to like amp myself up. Yeah, like
he's like, I gotta breathe.
Like, breathing's really important. Like, I breathe heavy into it, and I was like, oh my god, we're talking about golf. You know what I mean? But like, he's changing the way you think of the game, right?
Yeah,
like,
man.
Well, which is interesting. Like, there's definitely a lot more people. Like it's biased to me because when you follow certain people on Instagram, your feed becomes centered around that kind of like the algorithm or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I swear, if you were on social media like 5 years ago, even I doubt there was such a big push for people showing their ball speeds, their swing speeds on like TrackMan and like all these like technical numbers.
No way.
Whereas like now, there's not a professional that goes to the range at these events that doesn't have their own like little suitcase TrackMan or flight scope or
flight scope or shot tracer.
Yeah, whatever they are.
Yeah.
And like you gotta understand, these units we're talking about, I get it, to them like these are millionaires, but like they're $30,000 like units. Like we're talking about like a car and a briefcase, like a little suitcase basically.
It's fucking unreal.
It's like a radar that tracks all these specific parameters of their swing. So it's becoming this very science-based sport, I feel like. Or data-driven sport.
Well, because of Bryson, right? And I mean, he's a younger player, so he's very active on his social media, and I mean, that's the thing, right? True. Like he's connecting with all types of different people. Like he's connecting with the average golfer that just wants to bomb it.
Yeah,
he's connecting with the guy who's like always consistently trying to figure out yardages and shit. And then he's connecting with the people who work out like fucking monsters.
Yeah,
like,
it's true. I know what you mean. It's true. Yeah, it makes sense.
He's so diverse in what he's doing that it's just basically he's changing the way that I used to look at, like, me personally, I used to look at golf. Like,
it's true, though. It makes sense.
Like somebody said to me the other day, like, oh, you look like a golfer. You're athletic.
Yeah,
and I go, well, I hope I look like a modern day golfer because the old school golfers didn't look like.
They'd have like a butt in their mouth and like Daly. I remember the famous quote, like what do you do for like to warm up for a tournament? He's like, I have a butt in my mouth and I go and I have a beer and then I go to the first tee. I don't know. What do you want me to do? Like unbelievable. And it's funny because at that time he was the long ball guy too, right? Like he'd hit it the furthest.
He fucked it up on the sixth hole at Bay Hill.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he
got an 18.
Oh my god.
He got an 18. Twice or three times in the water.
Yeah, he kept going for it. It was like watching Tin Cup in real life.
Yeah. That's unreal, eh?
So funny. But
moments.
Like God bless, and it's funny because Bryson's like that now with like bringing the fitness side of things to golf. And don't get me wrong, there's tons of guys that do that. Like Rory does that, JT does it, but he's doing it in a little bit different manner.
100%.
But like, who was the first that really started doing a lot of that we knew of? It was Tiger.
Yeah.
Right? And like, he got a lot of heat for it too. Like, I think it was
like, oh, he's cheating.
His 07.
Because he's coming in there.
Yeah, like his 07 or maybe 08, 09 seasons when he came in a lot bulkier. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But then he dominated. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? So like, to me, it's a no-brainer. Like, you're in a sport. If you can maximize your physicality in terms of like the hardware you're using, your body, you're going to do better.
And golf, this is your hardware.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I mean, your clubs are one thing. Right?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like if you bring a better body to the first tee, like with all the, I'm not saying it's not a skill sport. It's all skill.
100%.
But like I'm saying, like two people with the same skill, the better body can be a better golfer.
Yeah.
or at least last longer. Like 18 holes in a short round. That's 4.5, 5 hours for like professional golfers.
Yeah.
Like it takes some endurance to take the whole round and
yeah.
play the same on the last hole as you do on the first.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
And across 4 days too.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's why you see guys like DJ, like those guys love, and Brooks, like those guys love biking, getting cardio in, right? Because the cardio is a big thing, right?
Yeah,
like,
all these things.
Even Bryson, this season, he's like, man, it was getting hard to walk the course because he's so heavy.
Oh my God. Yeah,
so
I'd argue
heavy.
he's pushed it a little bit in terms of like putting on fat, but
fucking guy gained 40 pounds.
Yeah, I know, and it was not.
He
all
started
muscle.
off.
Don't let anyone tell you. It was not all.
I'm
muscle.
gonna pull up the transformation photo.
Yeah. There's a couple of good photos of him like in a backswing where you see his gut.
Yeah.
But like, I get what he's trying to accomplish. I would argue he could have probably accomplished it maybe better at a leaner body weight, like gaining at a slower rate.
Yeah.
But whatever, he won. Like so, he won the tournament, and he won a U.S. Open. Like he's doing something right.
Yeah.
Like, those are big tournaments to win.
100%.
Like I'd argue like Bay Hill, Arnold Palmer, and like even the one this weekend, like at Sawgrass, like these are like the other ones that aren't majors but are kind of like the big ones.
Well, that goes back to what you said earlier, right? Like this week, Bryson could have a completely shit week.
Yeah,
but last week he won, right?
Man, have you seen any clips?
So it goes week by week.
Some of the practice rounds, like not on TV, but even like floating around Instagram and stuff of some tee shots. My God, I wouldn't like Sawgrass. That's a hard course.
Is it really?
Like it's tight.
Oh,
like
shit.
It's just a very like Pete Dye, like the designer, is very like he's the type of guy you can bomb a drive right down the fairway and then get out to your ball and like it's in a pot bunker that you didn't know was there.
Oh,
like one of the courses I played out. I remember when I went to Myrtle Beach.
Surprise!
Is a Pete Dye design. And it's like you can play a hole and then all of a sudden not realize there's a whole like other fairway that you could have been using too.
Oh, wow.
Like it's different from what we get here. Which is pretty cool. That's why, like, I think the Players Championship, a lot of people
the Ryder
like,
Cup one I played. The Ryder Cup one I played this morning on the simulator had the two.
Oh, it did.
The two fairways.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It was kind of funny.
Which one was that?
I forget which fucking name it was.
Do you remember where it was? Because Ryder Cup's either Europe or here.
It was
Europe or States.
It was in the States.
Okay,
it was in the States. Yeah. Super nice course though.
Okay, was it Murfield?
No.
Okay,
I forget. Yeah.
Was that the famous one? No, that was way long ago. The one Tiger hit that famous shot where he like walked off, and that was the President's Cup, not Ryder. Never mind.
Oh yeah. Famous, where he took his hat off before the putt went in.
No, that one too. But I mean the one where he like hit. It was like he had a long 5 or 4 iron in and like hit it and like spun the club and walked off, like staring it down.
Just like,
it was so cocky.
Yeah, no,
it was definitely in those like Thug Life memes. But anyway,
that's awesome. Could Bryson be number one in the world?
He could. It really depends. Like week to week, like number one in the world comes down to consistency.
Yeah.
Like if you look at DJ, the big thing with DJ, if you look, he won a lot. Mm-hmm. But if you look at like the track record of his last like 30 starts, man, they were all in like almost, I don't want to say top 10, like almost all top 5.
Oh wow.
And it's nuts. Like look at him leading up to the FedEx Cup last year.
Yeah.
It was insane. Mm-hmm. He had a bad patch in the middle, and that's that famous quote like JT said about him. He's like, we were playing at one point in the middle of the season, and he's like, I've never seen him at such a low. He's talking about DJ. He's like, it was like he couldn't figure out his game at all. And then look, 2 weeks later, he was like lighting it up. And ever since, I think it was from the BMW onwards in the FedEx Cup, he was like dominant. It was nuts. And then for like the FedEx Cup, when you win, it's like the playoffs for golf. What's the prize? Like 10 million. I think the FedEx Cup trophy is like 10 million.
Yeah.
Not to mention the prize money from the tournaments you win.
Yeah.
It's like unbelievable.
Yeah. It's like the final tournament. If you win the FedEx Cup, then you make 10 million.
Yeah, exactly. 10 because you can well, think about it. Like Tiger in 2018 won at East Lake, which was the final tournament.
Right.
But because Rory finished high enough behind him, he didn't technically win the FedEx Cup.
That's right.
He won the tournament, but not the playoffs.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
They brought that in. That was the Tiger era of golf. Like FedEx Cup started with Tiger to make golf more interesting to like the typical fan.
So Tiger wasn't winning every fucking.
And he was winning. He won a bunch of FedEx Cups. Like unbelievable, man.
Who's your favorite player? Top 3.
Like Tiger is always my favorite. Like I'm a fanboy of him. But like right now, I'm a big fan of. I love Fleetwood. Like Tom Fleetwood. Like unreal swing. Like really good golfer. I feel like. He has a chance to win every place
really
he plays.
Smooth swing.
Yeah, like it's unbelievable. It almost all of his swings look like knockdown swings, like very sawed off.
Yeah,
like he's got a crazy accent too and everything.
Yeah.
But I've always liked.
He's got long hair too.
Yeah,
just like
that's
you.
true. Yeah, it's not as curly, but yeah, definitely. So Tommy Fleetwood, Tiger, and then I don't know. I can't swing anything like him, and I can't try to match him. But I love DJ. I've always liked DJ. Yeah. I just think he's he's got a demeanor to him that he looks like a gunslinger when he walks. Let this guy know that he's winning. You can't even tell if you talk to him. The first time I ever saw him show motion was when he won the Masters.
Right.
I've never seen him at a win like that. At the FedEx Cup, he wasn't like that. It was more I feel straight. He was happy, but it wasn't ecstatic or anything.
That's so funny.
What about you?
My favorite, number one's got to be Brooks Koepka. I love Brooks Koepka.
It's so funny because Brooks, if you talk to a typical golf fan, it's either they love Brooks or they freaking hate him. Yeah, because he's a dick. He's a little bit arrogant, but
he's the tour badass.
Yeah, for sure. He'll say it as it is. Mm-hmm. Remember when he made fun of that? I can't remember who even said it. Kistner. Kistner said something about a reporter was interviewing Kistner, and the guy was like, "Do you expect to win or something like that?" He's like. He's like, I would assume you'd expect to win every weekend. He's like, no, not necessarily. Kistner's like, I can't win at Torrey Pines. I can't win. He named a couple tournaments that I guess you need to be a long ball hitter. Yeah. And he's like, so then why are you playing? The reporter said, so then why show up and play? He's like, it's a lot of money that goes out for 20th. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's true. And then Brooks said something in an interview later that week, well, I heard there's a lot of money going out for 20th. So he was taking a shot at Kistner. So it makes sense. Right? So yeah, you like Brooks number one, and then what were your other two?
JT, Brooks is number one for sure.
Yeah.
Justin Thomas, just because I'm a Titleist guy.
Yeah.
And then Rory. Rory's
those are beauties.
Three beauties.
Those are guys you're probably going to see at the top leaderboard for the next how old? They're in their what? Rory's I think 30. Or no?
Yeah. Rory's a little older. He's getting a little gray hair.
Yeah.
You see that?
He has a kid now, right?
Yeah, it's nuts.
And then JT's mid-20s, I think, right?
Yeah.
But still, these are guys that we're gonna see in the top 10 of the leaderboard for the next 15, 20 years.
I think so.
They're the next big generation, right?
Yeah. Well, Brooks has already. Justin Thomas, I think, has been number one. No, or no?
Man, I'm not good at that. I think JT was. Because there's JT to me out of the three of them is the most consistent.
Right.
But Brooks had his the knee injury. Was it a knee injury? Yeah, the surgery he had was on his knee.
Yeah, so
prior to that he was super consistent.
He had stem cell surgery in late 2019.
Mm-hmm.
He was number one in the world in 2018.
Yeah, see, 2018. Coming up to his injury, and then late 2019 was when it was he couldn't lose. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. He was the new Tiger.
Or no, he didn't win the FedEx Cup. He almost did.
He was close.
Yeah.
But he's fucking good, man.
Yeah, he's unreal. Him I know is, I think 30. So he's also relatively young.
Yeah.
By golf standards, and now with these guys taking care of their bodies, he can play for another 20 years.
He's another one that fucking goes hard in the gym.
Yeah, he's a big boy for golf standards for sure.
He is fucking.
I'd honestly argue him at his size is a better size than something like BRYSON that's a bit 100%. Too chunky.
Yeah.
And it's not even muscle. It's just it gets in the way of his turn and stuff.
He's got a gut now.
But yeah, anyway,
you see him last week?
Yeah.
He kind of looked fat.
To me, he looks fat. But I have a bodybuilding lens on, so it's a little bit different. But it's just funny to think that everyone you talk to regular golfers, older men the course and stuff, and they're like, he's so big, he's so muscular. I want to be it's not all muscle.
It's true. Yeah, it's so true.
You could do that too if you just overeat.
Yeah. Well, BRYSON doesn't have 4 majors.
No.
Brooks does.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that was the shot, right? Yeah.
So that was the shot.
That's a lot of majors, man. For a guy his age, that's unreal.
8 PGA Tour wins, 15 Pro wins overall.
Yeah, he's ramping up too because when the PGA champ, first is going to be the Masters, right? That's coming up in 4 weeks or 3 weeks. It's in April
soon. Yeah,
it's around Easter.
Yeah, 4 weeks.
And then the next ones after that, I think, is the PGA. Or is the PGA later? I can't remember. But anyway, that's
I don't know
Brooks.
with the new schedule, the way they have it all fucking worked out.
Well, Brooks is a shoe-in always for the PGA. I don't know what it is. He loves that.
He's hurt now.
That's true too.
Yeah. He's having doctors look at him today. Actually,
that's right. No, I thought I heard that last week. They were saying. Yeah.
So today he's going to check the doctor because his knee's acting up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Again.
I wonder if that's the same one.
Same one. Yeah.
Man.
Fucking nuts, eh?
See, that's what I mean. It's brutal, and it's got to come down to. I'm not convinced because what knee is it for him? I wonder if it's his left or right.
I think it was his left. I think it's his left.
Yeah, usually it's the lead knee.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I want to say, you don't think it's coming from him just playing. Like, I wonder if it's coming down to, like, maybe something he did in his training.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
He goes too hard, I think, sometimes.
So that's my argument where it can be iffy in golf, is, like, you only want to, like, you being in the gym is only a means to an end to make your performance better on the course. Right. Like, we're talking for them, that's their job.
Yeah.
Maybe not for us, but I'm just saying, like, in general. So if you're doing so much in the gym that it's now jeopardizing your career as a golfer, which was happening with Tiger,
right, when
he got into, like, the the SEALs training and stuff.
Fuck that, man.
Right? That's when it becomes stupid. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's the case with Brooks, but it's just like, you only need so much for golf, and you don't need to be a bodybuilder to golf, right?
No, and I mean, you look at the first tournament when he came back from his injury. He looked like he was stepping on stage. He looked
true,
so
actually.
big, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, who knows, right? Like, he probably had a lot more time, and like
he does not look like an old school golfer.
I know, not at all. Nowadays, that old school looks going out the window, man. Like, how many golfers do you know that are very
are just bursting out of his shirt?
I know, it's true. It's true.
Anyways, fuck.
Guys like Nike, like a sponsorship like Nike loves that though.
Oh yeah,
right. Like that's the look they want.
Because it's an athlete, look. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's easy for them to market that.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Remember when Nike had Patrick Reed on their squad?
Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, they're not with it. They don't have.
No. He
really?
Yeah, he signed. I don't even think he has a deal anymore. You know what's funny?
Shit.
His Titleist hat he wears.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have. He has a ball deal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he does.
But he bought the hat. He bought the hat himself.
I believe it. He's somebody that's not marketable.
Yeah.
Like, you know how I said, like, sometimes people, like even Bryson's like love or hate. Some people like him, some people can't stand him.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pretty good consensus that most people hate Reed.
Oh yeah. 100%.
And it's funny that it's adopted like that.
I feel like he gets chirped the most on the tee boxes.
Yeah, it's true. It's some of the, like, I remember sitting at the Ryder. Well, no, the President's Cup this last year in Australia.
Yeah.
Off the first tee. Oh my god. Like, people yelling at him about the shovel, and he put it in the bunker on the first tee shot too.
That's right.
So everyone was just chirping him about, like, you got a shovel in your bag. But anyway,
that's funny.
One thing I got to give him credit though is, like, he shows up. Like, he gets chirped hard, but he wins, man. He's unbelievable. He's probably one of the best players on tour. I hate him.
He's a grinder, man.
But, like, he's one of the most skilled golfers by far.
Yeah. His short game is unreal.
Yeah, exactly. Like, putting and chipping and around the green, wedge play is, like, dangerous.
Yeah. Kills it.
Yeah.
So anyways, back to Bryson for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like Brooks, 8-time PGA Tour winner, U.S. Open champion from 2020. 2020, yeah, right?
Was it 2020?
Yeah, last year, right?
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, that's right. It was the middle of the... That's right. Because the last major last year was the Masters.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's why it's a good year. It's the Masters is our last major and the first major this year. So we get double, right. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, so we get 6 this year?
No, it's not that we get 6. It's just that the Masters is typically in April, but because of the original lockdown last year, they canceled it and moved it to November.
That's right.
But now they're restarting the regular order. So the Masters is the first major again this year. So it's just back-to-back Masters.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Sick.
But anyway,
love that.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, it's still my favorite. Like, by far my favorite tournament.
Oh, 100%.
Like, it's just
so
the whole
classic, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a classic.
One day I would kill to go there.
Bucket list, for sure.
Yeah, I know. I think there's like a lottery to get it. You know that, right?
Oh, is there really?
Like, you can't just buy tickets for the Masters. You, like, enter a lottery to win tickets.
Yeah, I bet, man. Fuck.
Like, it's nuts.
It's got to be, like, one of the most... I mean, golf is a... I mean, you get 20,000 fans per day sometimes, you know? Like, sometimes more.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's a very...
Like, at the Waste Management, it's like fucking 80,000.
Yeah,
you know?
It's nuts.
It's fucking insane.
It's true.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know, it's nuts.
They do that like football games.
Yeah, it's true. That's why I think it's so weird for these guys without, like, some of the tournaments now they're allowing people, but
5,000.
Yeah, without, like, even that seems like nothing to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's so nice to fucking hear the roars again, like even on TV,
I agree.
you know?
It's not the same without it. Like, think about that 6th hole with Bryson.
Yeah.
It would not have been the same if there was no crowd there.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I don't even think he would have went for it.
Yeah, who knows, right? It's
Maybe
true.
he would have, actually.
But it's just funny because, like, you watch it on Saturday, him clearing that, it looked like you would have thought somebody won the tournament, how the crowd was yelling.
So true.
But that's awesome. That's what the sport needs.
Yeah.
Like, people that don't like golf like we do find no interest in it unless stuff like that happens.
That's so true. Yeah. But it's like, he came on tour and he's like, fuck this. I'm just going to gain 40 pounds and, like, fucking just start murking balls.
Man, he still won a little bit before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was a really good not amateur, what was it? Like, when he was in school, like, in the NCAA, he won a lot.
Yeah.
Like, he won the U.S. amateur. Like him and Tiger were one of the only ones that won the U.S. Open and the U.S. Amateur, I think, supposedly.
Before 25 or something like that.
Or something like that, yeah, before a certain age. That's what it was. Okay. But yeah, like, and he was the same technical player he is now in terms of like he was always overanalyzed everything.
Right.
But now
he's a science major or something like that.
He's a physicist. That's right. Yes. I didn't know that until this weekend.
Yeah.
I remember I was watching like, that makes sense.
He majored in physics or some shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Imagine having your brain fucking working like that 24/7.
And I'd argue that like the numbers and stuff he has to do for golf are like nothing compared to what he had to deal with for school, right?
That's
like
true.
So like it's probably easy math and easy work for him.
Yeah.
But it matters, right? Like
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So, but yeah, he was still like he's an exceptional golfer, but he just I guess decided like what I was saying, like if I can upgrade my hardware in terms of my body, I can take this skill and apply it with a better body.
Yeah.
And it's working. Shit.
Yeah. Well, he's got like a full gym in his garage.
Yeah.
Like full state-of-the-art equipment, and he does like a lot of like heavy rotational
it's not, stuff. I've watched videos of it, and it's not a garage like you would think like our garages. Like it's like unreal. But
this is like a gym.
And he has like a lot of prime equipment, which is like very high-end equipment that I like love. It's big in like the bodybuilding world, but like he has a lot of that equipment and applies it to his own like specific training routine that he does.
Yeah.
Like he took Kyle Berkshire through like a workout.
Yeah.
And that was it. But he does do a lot of heavy rotational stuff. He does a lot of like basic things that we do too.
Yeah.
But whatever he's doing, it's working, man. Like he's guided by the right people too.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
It's pretty cool. I think it's awesome.
Speaking of Kyle Berkshire, though, like the fact that those two are working together.
Yeah.
Kyle Berkshire is one of the longest drivers in the world. Yeah. I think he holds the record still, or no?
I think he won the last world title. For long drive competition.
Yeah. So this guy blasts it like fucking 500 yards or some shit.
I don't even know.
I don't even remember 470 or something like that.
I think his winning drives are over 400.
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
Yeah.
But the fact that those guys are training now together, like Bryson is now taking that aspect of golf, long drive, into tour.
It's true.
Which is nuts.
Yeah, because
nobody's ever done that.
Yeah, no, he was taking advice from Kyle.
Yeah.
And like tweaking things. Like he still hasn't, like this weekend when he hit that drive, like it was with a regular driver. It wasn't with his long drive driver.
That's right. Yeah.
Like because if you have a long drive driver, the shaft tends to be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You sacrifice some accuracy for extra speed, but like I think he's going to gain that this season at some point. Like if he has the right tournament, he's going to do it. I honestly think he will. Like he'll go with the longer driver.
I think so.
But anyway, who knows?
I mean, what he did last. I mean, I don't think he's going to do it until he falls in a slump again.
Yeah.
Once he falls into a slump again, he'll be like, okay, I'm gonna try this driver.
Because
right now
he's true.
Don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah,
you know?
It's true.
You know?
And like what's funny too is like people don't talk about. I think he hit that drive that was 370, 375, and then Rory later that day
sunk it twice.
Like he sunk it, but then he took another route. Like he cut the corner, but he had like a 360 drive, and no one talked about that.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? It's like. And he did it like not that it's effortless by his standards, it's probably not effortless, but like his swing looks way more effortless than Bryson's.
100%. Like you got
and you got to think Rory, I think Rory's like 5'8". He's not a big boy.
Yeah,
he's got to be. I wouldn't put him higher than like a $150. I feel like maybe $160.
Yeah, because he works out and shit. So like muscle and
exactly. But compared to Bryson, who's probably pushing like 220 or something.
Oh, he's definitely like 240 or...
You think?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so,
I can see that. Because I don't know how tall he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes sense.
I think he's about my height.
Yeah? Yeah,
like
so
6'1",
it makes sense.
6'2".
Yeah, so that weighs. If the weight and his like shape.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's true though, man. Like it's crazy. Yeah, his shape. Yeah, I'm definitely not his biggest fan. I like him, but yeah.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
But his whole thing, I quote, training has been a pursuit of a long-term lifestyle change for him.
Nice.
Which, I mean, again, is totally revolutionizing what I looked at golf.
Yeah,
fucking even 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
because it was almost looked at kind of like, I don't want to say a boys' club, but
yeah,
it reminded me of what they used to talk about with speed with pitchers. So if you talk to people about pitchers, they say that you can't teach speed. Like, so these young guys, basically what they do in scouting with, like, pitchers, and I'm not a baseball player by any means, but, like, I remember I grew up with a lot of baseball players, and supposedly, like, the scouts will look for young kids that can throw in the 90s. You can throw in the 90 mile per hour range, we'll teach you how to create movement. We'll teach you how to throw a slider. We'll teach you how to throw a curveball.
Gotcha.
But if you can throw in the 90s, that's God given.
Wow.
That's all we care. We'll make you a better baseball player after that.
Interesting.
So I think golf had an aspect of that yeah, you work on your skill, but it was looked at as this is your body, your speed's what it is. You work on your technique and you work on your skill. Don't worry about your body. Whereas now it's like you have all these people that are going from like think about it, even like you brought up your swing speed.
Yeah.
We don't play anywhere near the amount that like a pro plays.
Right.
Or we don't have the facilities they have.
Yeah.
But like you can definitely upgrade your body to make your swing speed and everything better.
100%.
Right? Which is unreal. It's amazing. Like I think that's great.
Yeah.
I like that he said it's a lifestyle though, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's because it's not just a means to an end to him, right? Then he's looking at it long term, which 100%. Is intelligent. It's awesome. Yeah. Good for him.
I mean, it's when you're that involved in physics of how the body moves through the ball and this and that.
Like the biomechanics of it.
There's got to be a part in your head that says like I got to eat better and train and physically get better, right? Yeah. Like he says after he said that, he also said that he can wake up in the morning now after a huge range session where he's like cranking them. He wakes up the next day not sore because he's in such a good physical shape. Yeah,
he's built the resilience to that, right? Yeah. Which makes sense.
Crazy.
It makes
like the guys like Tiger, like I mean, always in the gym working on their physical strength, but Tiger also like had his like what's the word I'm looking for, like recuperating, like when he's like not training or not playing golf, when he's on his downtime, like he's resting, but he's getting that like massage, he's getting chiropractic. It's true.
He had his team behind him. And Tiger wasn't known for playing a ton of tournaments. Like he picked his spots. Right. Whereas like a guy like Bryson, he plays a lot more too. Right. Which because of his training, he can handle playing more often too. Right. Yeah. But Tiger picked his spots with how many tournaments he played per year. Yeah. But it's crazy to see that. It's true. Like it's funny because you look into the strength and conditioning world, and like we have so much great data on like good solid training, and it like baffles me that we don't apply that to golf.
I know.
Like, I'm not saying we don't. We do now. Yeah. But I mean, like, how did it take so long to apply that? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like a no-brainer to me. Like, there's. I'm not saying there's like black and white formulas, but it's like we know what the consensus is in most of the literature of what creates hypertrophy, what creates speed, what helps with strength, and all these things. Like, why not apply them? Yeah. Like, it's like a cheat code. You have a glitch to work on. Yeah. Like, why not? Yeah. Right.
Even at our course though, like, you know, you see like some of these older guys now, like, you know, they're getting in shape.
I noticed that too.
And you get in conversations with them, and they're like, yeah, I went for a 10K bike ride this morning, or I went for a 10K run.
I do notice that though.
And like they're like 50, 60. You know, one of the guys I talked to last year was like in his 70s, man. Yeah. And he's over there riding his bike. Yeah. Like,
we have a guy at our course, an older gentleman. He I think he's 94, 95. He plays like 4 or 5 days a week.
He's the legend that's been there since the start. I think there's one guy that's been there since the start.
Are you so? You might be talking about Jimmy.
Maybe.
Like the club captain. That's the guy I play with every morning.
Oh,
so
okay, cool.
Jim's like one of my best friends. He's a good guy.
Cool. Sick.
He's in his 60s and like unreal golfer. Like we're talking like a plus handicap.
Oh wow.
Like not even like a 1 or 2. But same thing with him. Like he started there. He said, I remember trying to figure out the math in my head. Like how young were you then? Because the course originated I think in the 60s, right? 65 or something like that.
Yeah.
But he started as like a bartender there, and then like had a membership and like went up.
So he must have been in his 18 or
something
16
like
or
that.
something.
Yeah, I know. And like he's been there ever since. And he played. He's not like how I'll play like 4 or 5 days a week. Like he'll play like 7 days a week. He's there every morning. And it's like what you're saying about this. He was always a walker, but you see other guys that you used to see on carts, and they're like, I'm starting to walk now. And then it was funny. There was a big push near the end of the season. Like we all started getting carry bags, like to carry them and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And it was like, man, there's all these things that people are starting to think about their bodies a little bit more.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's crazy to see the evolution of the whole game. Right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it'll only continue to.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It'll keep going that way for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
So, just want to get into some of the best shots. So I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up a video from last week.
Okay.
Highlights from round 4.
Okay, cool.
From the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
sunny day in Orlando, Florida. Final round of the Arnold Invitational presented by MasterCard. Christian
What is this?
move up the leaderboard, looking for a top 10 finish as he pours in the birdie, getting to 8 under. BRYSON.
Yeah, some of these guys with their putting are so
Look how
clutch.
far that is,
Yeah,
man.
I know.
Like, look at
And
that.
you know he read
Oh
it
my
exactly
God.
too, because
Yeah.
that was like end over end with his like lineup, like
Yeah.
his line on his putter, on his ball. I mean,
Spieth.
I like
Killing
him, man.
it.
I
Still
want to
killing
see
it.
him doing well.
Yeah.
Like, I hope he gets the W soon.
Yeah.
He's made some good paychecks the past like 4 or 5 tournaments.
Check this one out. Ventura.
Oh, Ventura, yeah. Did you hear what they're saying about
Ace
like
Ventura.
Yeah. That's our generation. A lot of people remember that.
That's awesome. Look at this. Holy fuck.
So a hole in one's called an ace in golf. So
Yeah.
they call like his last name's Ventura. So that nickname's not fading anytime soon.
That's
Ace
awesome.
Ventura. It's a big one, eh?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Love that.
One day I want to put that on a scorecard.
Yeah.
Have you ever had one yet?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Fuck. I don't even think I've ever had an eagle. I've had a few. I've had many.
I don't even think I had one eagle last season.
No,
I didn't
eh?
have one. I had them the season before. On 3 at our course, I was like within an inch of a hole in one. That was the closest I ever came.
Oh, at 3.
Yeah, it
Par
spun
3.
back.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love
And it
that.
stopped before the cup. I was so mad.
This is crazy though. Some of these shots are just like, look at that.
Oh my God.
Like that
Like
was
literally 2 feet away from
that was
being
in the
hazard.
water.
Yeah, I know.
Look at this one. This one was crazy.
Yeah, his putting too. Like everyone talks about his distance, but
Look
they
at this.
don't.
Look at
Like
this.
if you look at his putting stats, he's unreal on the greens.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, unreal.
That's insane.
They say 46 footer.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Westwood though, 47-year-old.
He actually sunk a bunch of long ones too.
Yeah,
Like,
still killing it.
yeah.
Holy fuck. Still killing it. Corey Connors, my Canadian boy.
Was laughing every time they showed
Let's
him.
go.
The Canadian guy.
Yeah.
They'd say it every single time. It's like thanks. When they show Bryson, they go to the American.
Yeah. Oh, he played really good.
Yeah,
too,
he
man.
did. He did.
So good. This is the winning putt here.
Yeah.
Like a fucking monster.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Fucking brute.
They got it. A double XL red.
Yeah.
What's it called? Jacket for him there,
Oh yeah, that's right.
or the whatever it's called, cardigan.
Yeah, yeah.
If they win.
That's unreal, man. Okay. Best shots from the 2020-2021 season.
Okay.
And then that'll be it.
Yeah. Okay.
Finish up after that. After this fucking YouTube.
Ad. Colin.
Morikawa out of the sand. No doubt. Holy fuck.
Wait, this was the tournament he won. This was the major, right? I think so. Because I remember this was a big.
I don't know.
Maybe you hold it too.
You hold
Oh my
out.
God.
Isn't that crazy? His bunker shots are crazy. Look at this. One hop. Boop.
Didn't even land the second time.
Boop.
Straight in the cup.
This is when you see Patrick Reed in the back there. He's still wearing Nike, so this is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I was surprised when you said that about Reed.
That'll be the highlight reel for the rest of the day.
All the Korean food that they're serving. I bet Siwoo Kim likes that spice. Tyrrell Hatton, he's pretty spicy.
I didn't even know this guy was a European. That's another good shot right there. How far out was that?
Are you kidding?
I didn't even see.
That was a big shot. Garcia.
112. Oh, that was Garcia. Sorry, I thought that was Hans.
Since the 4 birdies in his opening 7 holes.
Wow. Look at that. He's always been a really good ball striker,
Yeah.
though, eh? Garcia.
Yeah.
Look, he's like
Yeah,
so confused.
definitely.
He's like, yeah. He's such a weirdo, though.
Yeah, he's another
If you
guy.
love Tiger, you hate this
Yeah,
guy.
I know. It's true. That's what it is.
Wolf, give us the hip twist.
So funny.
Give us the hip twist.
Starting to see more
He's
swing.
gonna fucking hole it. Watch. Boop. Wow.
He's so young too, eh? He's I
Yeah.
think 21. He's like ridiculously young.
Killing it.
Left and his distance control.
Killing it.
So good.
Unreal.
That's another guy that hits a long man.
10 shot. That was the plan that you may have heard.
Ollie Snyder-Jans at 7.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I'm not saying that name.
5-13.
I've never heard of this guy before, but damn.
Did he one hop that or land it right
It
in?
landed right in the fucking hole. Went down the flagstick.
Steele, and this is the old Michael Jordan slam dunk.
Straight in.
Wow.
Eh? Oh my god. Talk about distance. course, Phil's on
lefty.
this. 193. Yeah, 193 yards out.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this.
Yep.
Come
Well, that
on.
was earlier this year. He was out of the running for this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was out of the running for this one, but he still made it.
Typical Phil.
He's like, it's over. That was his last shot.
Oh, yeah?
On 18, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He pulled out. But he didn't make the cut.
So funny, man.
Yeah. So funny.
Kills me.
Oh, this is Tony's hole-in-one, I think.
116 yards, yeah.
This is from the Genesis.
Gotta do something
I
early
think.
on in your round, close the gap,
Fuck.
something just like that.
My God.
The ace.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's right. In the Genesis, he was close to winning.
Yep.
Brendan Steele for his second shot at the par 5.
Oh, this is in Mayacoba. This is in Mexico.
Doesn't even give you the yardage, but fuck, that was like a...
Backing.
Oh my god, that was like a fairway medal.
Does he not even have a reaction? Does he even know
I
it's
know.
in?
I don't think so, bro. There's no way. Look, he's
No, he doesn't. He's reaching for his putter.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Harry Higgs, he's a funny guy on social media too, bro.
230? Yeah, I don't follow him.
230. Don't tell me he gets this in, bro.
That's got to be for an albatross then. No?
Holy
Yeah, that would
fuck.
have to be an albatross. Yeah, it is.
Look at him. He's always got his collar pop. So funny, bro.
Those are more rare than an ace.
Yeah.
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 Lovable guy.
Yeah, that
Wow.
shot from 230 yards.
perfect, too. It would've
Great way
died
to
there.
end
What the fuck,
his
dude?
second round.
Imagine crushing a shot
Yeah.
230 and just
Can't
holding
believe
out.
it.
This guy.
I gotta look him up. I don't follow him
Yeah,
at all.
he's funny,
He looks
bro.
like a character.
Spread out.
Oh my goodness. Look at
Okay.
Martin
Oh,
Martin
fuck.
Laird.
What a terrible break. May not get
Oh,
this
look at
one.
that stance. And he's short-sighted.
What a shot.
No.
He sure did.
Wow.
Like, literally
Golf.
just dig the ball, close your eyes, and hope.
Golf.
My God.
Okay, guys, I'm also gonna put up the drive from Bryson on the 6th
Yeah.
hole. You guys enjoy that. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys hit the bell. If you guys like the video, make sure you guys give us a thumbs up. That's it. Rob Villa, Dr. Rob Villa on Instagram. Make sure you guys check him out. Thanks for watching. Peace.
See ya. That was pretty fun.